Hey everyone, Rob here. And so in today's video, I wanted to talk about how to find your true core values and why they're important when running an online business. So let's get to this. So, why are values important? Well, sometimes we don't really know what our true core values are, right? It's not the kind of thing that we regularly think about. If someone comes up to you and say, what are your top 10 core values then? Well, if you'd have asked me that 2 years ago, I wouldn't have had a clue, to be honest with you. I would have probably spouted out what the core values of the corporate company that I was working for. But now I have, true core values that I live and breathe and are part of my purpose in everyday living. And it's important to know them because we can start to align them to the ethos of our business, the purpose of our business, and tie it into who are we serving? Who is our customer avatar? What are we trying to offer them? What are we trying to help them with? Which, of course, is the cornerstone of any real business. What are we trying to do in a business? We're trying to help people solve a problem. We're serving people. So it's very important to know these. And, when we are aligned with our values and our purpose in what we're trying to achieve in our business, we get into a state of flow and we are able to be authentically ourselves and enable people to follow us in our online business. We want people who are authentic, right? We're looking for leaders that we trust, people that we trust and people that we can follow. So how to find your true core values? Well, I'll let you into a small insight into how I found mine. I'm not going to give away the whole secrets because I actually paid a company a lot of money to discover my true core values, to discover my real purpose in life and my vision as well, which I'll talk about in some later videos. But one of the things and the exercises that I went through was, if you this isn't a quick fix here. This is quite a lengthy exercise, but take a pen and pencil, or pen and paper, and write down 10 of the highest points in your life and 10 of the lowest points in your life. So, we're talking about, things that have been absolutely amazing in your life here, and some things that can be extremely dark, actually. And I would err to the side of your childhood with a lot of these things. I would say make, maybe 70% of it sort of childhood, because that's where a lot of our core values and ideas in life come from, isn't it? From our childhood. So yeah, so put a lot of them in there in the childhood, but obviously up to where you are in your life now, and these really big and dramatic or traumatic events in your life. And then what you need to do is, for me personally, I went through a lot of coaching. As I said, someone coached me on that and we went through a lot of discussion. But you yourself, you could just write this down and journal. Really journal, but don't just scratch over the surface here. Don't be superficial about what happened in these particular events. Get really, really deep into this. Really deep into how you felt, what that actually means for you. Sit with these feelings. Do these feelings have a shape and a color, and what do these, what images are evoked in your mind? Are there sights and smells? And, really, really embody this in you so that you can really start to be descriptive in the language that you're writing down about what this means to you. And then start to understand and to write down what you did, through this period. Were there any particular strengths that you think you exhibited here? Any weaknesses? Be really descriptive with this. This is what you really need to do. You need to be descriptive What are the feelings that come up for you? Write all of these things down and really go to town on it. Really, really write a lot. Because what you're looking for throughout this timeline and these different events in your life are commonalities, common traits that come up for you, common words that come out and speak to you and appear on the page, because these are going to form the basis of your core values. So I'm just, I never remember them off by heart all the time. I'm just reading off my website here. So actually, if you go to my website, shapeyourfutureonline.com, and about me, down at the bottom are my values actually. And so my top 10 values, and you should have more, but you really need to pull out the top 10 for yourself. For me are safety, which actually for me also means love, understanding, honesty, authenticity, independence, intelligence, connection, achievement, adventure, and purpose. And so just as one example here, I'll pull out honesty and why that's one of my core values. Just to get you an understanding of how I, came about these particular values. So actually honesty came up a lot for me, but one particular event of my life was, I was about 10 years old, and for my birthday, my father had bought me this sort of sports diving watch. And so this would have been, 1980 something, 83, 84. And I don't know how much, probably had £20 at the time, but I guess it was a fair bit of money then. That was a lot of money to me as a 10-year-old. And this watch was amazing. It was, it was waterproof, and it had been advertised on TV as, you could swim underwater with it and all this sort of stuff. So I was really excited, got this watch for my birthday, really, really happy with it. And so I couldn't wait to go off and try that at the local swim pool. And within about 5 minutes, I'd smashed the watch on the side of the pool. It had got a crack in it. Water came inside, and it was broken. And I was absolutely devastated. But what then? It wasn't the fact that I'd broken it that was devastating. Looking back now and understanding through this process of journaling and coaching, it was the fact that I then hid the fact that I'd broken it from my father for about the next 2 weeks. And he would be asking, "Oh, how's your watch? Is it great?" I was like, "Yeah, it's great. It's fantastic." But it was broken, and I felt awful inside. I felt really guilty. Not because I'd broken it, because it was a complete accident, but the fact that I was being dishonest and lying to my father. And about 2 weeks later, we actually went on holiday, and he actually happened to see the watch. I was still wearing it to make it look as though it was fine. But then my father had seen that it was cracked and it was broken, and I had to own up that it was broken. And it wasn't the fact that I'd broken it, as I say, it was this dishonesty that I'd had for this 2 weeks, and then feeling really guilty that I'd lied to my father for that 2 weeks, that really stuck with me. And so, so you may ask, well, why is honesty then, one of my values? Well, because being dishonest caused me so much pain. I was able to discern that honesty is actually a value of mine. I don't like to be honest, and I don't like other people to be dishonest to me. And this came up in quite a lot of stories throughout my life where I have actually been quite a dishonest person, which is now why I get a lot of pain from dishonesty, and why I understand now that I really have to be honest in all aspects of my life, and I really want to get that back from other people as well. So that's something that just really makes me happy. I hope that honesty comes out a lot in my marketing and in my message, and in my business and everything that I do. So yeah, I just wanted to give you an example there of how we can really start to understand what our core values are, and then how we can really start to align those values in our business and enable us to have real fulfillment in our business. Because creating an online business and getting out of the rat race and working for yourself from home or from wherever you've got an internet connection and working on something that you're passionate about, it has to come from your values. And then tomorrow in the video that I'm going to share, I'm going to show you how you can take those values to understand what your real purpose in life is. So I will leave that at that for now, and I will catch you in tomorrow's video. Take care, guys. Bye now.